vote to get the link to vote for who will face the winner of this upcoming matchup. Our man Boogz taking on Wesley, and right now, you got an interesting four right there. King, K-Mac, Drini, and BG. Four very different styles of players.
Yeah, I mean, you've got King with the, we saw some quarterback blast from Boogz in the last game. You got K-Mac, who he can do a lot. I mean, he's a very multiple player as well. He'll run, his spread 2x2. He went 25-0 with Hester, Joystick, in Weekend League last week. Then you've got, the other two, BG Fam, your Chicago Bears Club Series champion, and of course, Drini. I mean, is Drini going to make the field today? I mean, there's going to be two of those guys that are not going to play. And which two is up to you guys in the chat. So let us know with your votes who you want to play next.
So, again, if you voted in the past, keep voting, because at the end of the day, these polls reset each and every round. Let's start off with a big play. Wesley over the top to Tyreek Hill.
I said we were going to.
At Rocket Mortgage, we get that a home is more than a house. It's your escape, your fortress, your arena. So we'll be here when you need us, handling house so you can do home. Rocket Mortgage, official mortgage lender of esports.
I said we were going to see plenty of airing the football out in this one with Wesley and that bunch offense. He starts it off with a bang. Tyreek Hill over the top for the one-play score. You see right here, he's going to start it off aggressively, going with those strips, kicking it to the up back and trying to pry that ball loose. 7-0 lead early for Wesley. Boogz looked really good in this New Orleans Saints offense in the last game. You wouldn't have known that this was a secondary offense, Nick.
What do you think of those all-red Atlanta Falcons uniforms?
Hey, Boogz is doing a good job as a diehard Lions fan, switching over. I'm a Falcons fan now, he says.
That didn't answer the question. What do you think of the all-red Atlanta Falcons uniforms?
I'm not.
I think you look like a highlighter.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of them. There's a lot of those color rush uniforms I'm not a fan of, but yeah, all red. But, I do want to go back and rib Boogz a little bit, because there was a point early in the year where he was talking about the Lions were going to win the North. And, the Bears are not going to win the North by any means, but what has happened to those boys? I mean, he's not even a Lions fan anymore. He's saying, I'm the Atlanta Falcons club champion. I'm a Falcons fan now.
I live in Detroit. I can tell you, in the words of the late, great Dennis Green, they are who we thought they were. But unfortunately, Detroit hasn't let them off the hook. Guys, we revealed those 6 NFL 100 cards. Why don't we give one of them away? All you got to be is active in the chat. You got to be following the channel. Hit the heart button at the top. And, of course, you got to vote in the poll. You need to be voting. So vote, active, and following, and we will draw one of you to win one of those NFL 100 cards. A lot of upgrades on the offensive line. Of course, Tony G. I see a lot of people excited about that Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, it looks like a good item. The only thing on it that really stands out to me in the negative is the 66 run blocking. But, this game, guys seem to hold their run blocks long enough that maybe that'll get the job done for you. If any of you guys in the chat have that Tony G, let us know how he plays, because that's an item I've got my eye on.
They're down in 17 for Boogz after a dominant win over Sirius Mo. Can he keep it rolling? Lamar, nowhere to go. Down goes Lamar. Boogz going to be forced to punt. And by the way, I would just like to point out, I know we're only 4 games in, but we haven't had anybody hold the court more than one game.
Yeah, that's it's kind of reminiscent of our blitz cash, right? You get that first win and then you exhale. But, this is a long event here. We're not even halfway through with today's stream. This is game number 4. When we hit halftime, that'll be halfway through. We've got 7 games total. And right now it's Wesley with the lead and the ball. Great defense on his first defensive possession, forcing the punt.
3:05 to go in the first quarter, and now Wesley hit a big play over the top to start off the game to Tyreek Hill. Now looking to answer with another one. Drini's just gone full heel turn. He's not telling anybody to vote for him. He's telling them to vote for everybody else.
Little out route underneath Marvin Harrison. So trying to attack that blitz here early. Already up by 7. Had that big bomb over the top for his first score. Boogz blitzes him there, and he takes the check down. So Wesley looking like he normally does, efficient on offense.
Cynical saying upset we don't get a Ditka. You're probably a fan of the man with the stash, Mr. Mike Ditka.
Yeah, he's one of my emotes, actually. Yeah, little super fans. I wish I could do the super fans impression, but yes, no. Mike Ditka, of course, is a Bears Colt hero.
Double coverage with Hester over the top. Oh, it looked like Reed had a chance for the pick, and did Boogz' own player rip that out of his hands?
Yeah, I don't know right there. It looked like he it looked like it was an interception. I was trying to see if he was going to hold on to that at all, but unfortunately, that double coverage did not result in a pick there for Boogz. He's going to need another stop on 4th and 4.
Shame, shame, shame. 4th and 4 over the middle for Hester. Nice catch. Not shame on that one, but Roselli could have had an NFL 100, but Zan not following the channel.
Yep. All we ask is basically 3 things, guys. Follow the channel. Don't get yourself timed out or banned. And please vote for the person that you want to see next to be eligible for the giveaways. Really, the third one is nothing we can track, but at least be following the channel. Don't get yourself timed out. That's all we have to do.
1st and 10 for Wesley. Luck dropping back to pass on 1st down, able to pick up a 4th down conversion. Can he pick up a touchdown? No room on the right side. Good convergence on Luck by Boogz' defense, holding him to only a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Boogz is looking pretty decent right here. He's forced a bad read, just unable to get off the field on 4th down. Holds him to 2 yards on 1st there. But right now it's Wesley in full control. Boogz will have the ball at half, though, so keep that in mind as we get towards the tail end of the first half and you start to play the clock game a little bit more.
Luck dropping back to pass on 2nd and 8, gets outside of the pocket. Boogz sent everybody, and that leaves a big lane for Andrew Luck to the 9-yard line. The former Civil War captain getting inside the 10.
Great scramble right there. Heavy pressure, able to pick it up and get outside and break that contain with Luck. That escape artist allows you to basically feel like you're 99 speed behind the line of scrimmage. Real problem to deal with if you can't contain him.
Oh, he had the wheel. Did he have the wheel route all sorts of open?
Yeah, it looked to me like he had the wheel route open. Maybe he saw the user was on that side and glanced back to the bunch side of the field, but that was smothered. It looked like a flat and 2 hitches right there on that play.
How about VP008? Check your whispers and pick the NFL 100 card because you won giveaway numero uno. 2nd down and goal. Handoff to Tony Pollard, the actual Dallas Cowboy. The rookie out of the University of Memphis, picking up 1 on 3rd down.
Big play right here for Boogz. Try to get off the field, only allow 3 points. Don't want to go down 2 full possessions here in the first quarter. We'll see if Joe Rice snaps the ball. 2-1. Doesn't look like it, so we'll head to the second quarter. And, man, this has been the theme so far. You win the game, get the court, and then you lose it in your next game. So we'll see if Boogz can be the first to defend it for 2 straight games.
My guy Cougs in the chat. Shout out to Dop777 with the Twitch Prime sub. Cougs out in Arizona right now. Going to see him tomorrow. How about Devin Hester? Listen, you can talk about all the speed that Hester has, but when you leave a guy that wide open, it's too easy for a passer like Wesley.
Went back to that same route combination, the hitch and the flat combo to the wide side of the field. That time, different coverage there from Boogz, and Wesley's able to punch it in. Up 14-0, looking very good here early in this one. This is a must-score drive right here for Boogz.
Yeah, similar start to how Boogz' game against Sirius Mo opened up that lead, was able to hang on. Now he's going to look for a response. We will check in on the poll at halftime, but remember, you can vote for as many players as you want. So if you want to see 2 or 3 of those guys in that next game, vote for them. Just cast your vote, exclamation point, vote in the chat. Dreeny with the Tier 1 sub, saying vote K-Mac. Appreciate it, Dreeny. Gotta love seeing all the diamonds in the chat, all the players in the chat, showing love for this format. Guys, let us know what you think. Our man Mutt Guru in the chat. My jacket trend obviously isn't sticking. Is it a trend if you're the only one who does it? Is it a jacket trend if it's just Guru just wearing a jacket every week?
I guess. Yeah, the sports jacket, I mean, this is just basically
Zan, for some reason, is cold.
Yeah, I do pound like caffeine like a champ. Maybe it's just I'm drinking too many sodas and Monsters right now. But yeah, I'm a little chilly, and you guys are running around like it's 100 degrees in here.
Zan, do you have a 99-yard run for Gauntlet?
Stretch. I say that facetiously. Yeah, I mean, just run stretch. Is that what you have to run the ball for it?
Lamar outside. He's got a 1st down. Maybe the first real nice gain we've seen from Boogz and that Lamar Jackson up to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I think, if you need a 99-yard touchdown run, run Wildcat. I mean, eventually one will pop.
14-0. Wesley on top of Boogz, a rematch of their battle at DreamHack.
Going to that tight offset tight end right here. You got to watch the weak side away from the running back. Usually that inside receiver's on a corner route. You see right there. There it is. He's going to go to it. Oh, nice lofting pad. Did that look like he put a little touch on that?
He didn't get the feet in bounds, though. Killer. I thought he got the possession animation on the sidelines, but that second foot didn't get in bounds. Lamar, right side, trying to get past prime time. Ooh, boy.
I think he's running on conservative right there because I don't see any other reason to swerve back into a tackle. So maybe Boogz is trying to pop the big one right here with Lamar. Again, guys, he's kind of running a secondary offense right now. This New Orleans Saints is not his primary offense. You know him for the bunch tight end, the bunch weak formations. But with the Club Series Championship Final 32 coming up next week in Redwood, he's kind of just winging it right now in this Saints offense.
I don't know if he's calling out you, but A. Connolly JS says that's tight slots, not tight offset TE. That's not in West Coast.
Well, you would be 100% wrong because it is tight offset tight end. I mean, but hey, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Best of boy.
Speaking of which, that was why out. That was why out halfback swing from the tight offset tight end for a first down right there on the right hash.
Best of boy to beast says I'm going to Subway. I'll be back. All right, foot long BMT. Hit me with that lettuce, onion, jalapeno. You got to toast that bad boy. Give me a little Chipotle Southwest sauce and then send it to me.
Wait,
okay,
what
thanks,
sandwich is this?
Italian BMT.
It's Subway?
Yeah.
I'm a steak and cheese guy with a little Chipotle Southwest.
We can all agree that Chipotle Southwest is the goat sauce.
Yeah.
Or in the words of RG, that's the sploose right there. That's the sploose.
You want to hear the grossest thing? My mom gets this. I kid you not. This is disgusting.
Is it tuna?
She gets the seafood one. Like, why are you getting seafood at Subway?
What is the seafood one? It's just tuna, right?
She gets the seafood one and she puts the sweet onion sauce on it. I know, right? She tells me go order. I'm like, Mom, that's embarrassing. I can't go back to Subway ever again if I have to go in there and order that for you.
Looking for the corner out for Harrison. Did he get it? No, he did not. Couldn't haul it in on the sidelines. Ugh.
Zan is snappy the last 2 days. Hey, I say it every time. It's the people who don't know what they're talking about that open their mouth. I'm not being snappy. I'm just telling you, like, if you're going to call me out and say I'm wrong on something, I have a right to defend myself, especially if I know what I'm talking about.
And A. Connolly comes in and says, my bad, thought Boogz was in his usual bunch.
Yeah, I mean, that's why that's why I'm trying to inform you that he's not.
Uh-oh. Oh, he had it jumped and didn't animate, and Hester makes the catch.
Or says calling out Mama Zan. She knows that that's the most disgusting sandwich in the history of sandwiches.
Eric Wayman was asking, but what sauce do you use at Chick-fil-A? Polynesian.
Oh, yeah. Poly sauce, a little Chick-fil-A sauce is darn good.
It's gross.
Oh, no, I forgot that you're Zaxby's guy.
No,
okay,
I'm a Raising Cane's boy.
We can't even talk.
Cane sauce over Chick-fil-A sauce all day, baby. But I had a good Chick-fil-A experience, and I get what the hype is about. Is Lamar Jackson outside. Great patience from Boogz. He's on the board and cuts into that Wesley lead.
Good drive right there by Boogz to finish it out with a touchdown. A minute 57, though, this is a crucial defensive drive with him having the first possession of the second half. He needs to get a stop right here. If he does, maybe he can get a field goal before half, and then he could take a lead after half. This is really important, minute 57 coming up.
And it's interesting with Boogz. He's not having to stop the stretch run. Wesley is a passer. Boogz usually strength is in pass defense, just hasn't been able to find it yet.
Yeah, no, exactly. Wesley's just surgical. I mean, he's been running this offense well for the last couple years. I mean, we go back to early FNFs when he and Strafen were basically playing the single game record for points. I'm trying to remember. Ant Cap, you'll have to confirm. Was 59-52 enough to break that record?
Did we break it yesterday with Drini and Matzer Gamer?
Drini and Matzer, that game was insane. 100. What was that? That was 111. I think that Strafen and Joe Rice went in the 60s last year.
Have to get confirmed from our hey, Stat Boy. Ant Cap, Stat Boy, hit me with that.
They're both named Tony. One's Tony Reale and one is, call him Tony Relli.
Tony Real one. 14-7 and Wesley with a nice pickup on the out route. Absolutely true, still funky. Canes is better than Zaxby's. Chi-Town, Canes is better than Zaxby's. Yes.
I've never had Zaxby's, so I don't know.
It's not bad. I got nothing against Zaxby's, but
Lambit Kai, it's all love, man. I mean, I'm just giving back the ribs that I take, you know.
What did Do I?
He says that he says that you're here to keep me in check when I start going off the rails on people.
No, usually I just hide under the desk. I just let him roll. Don't get in front of the Zan train.
Nah, don't do it.
The Zan Express.
No, it's not that serious. I just, if I'm going to get ribbed, I'm going to rib you back, especially.
Nope. FNF2 was strafing over Joe Rice 48-42.
Really? 48-42. So Matster and Drini is...
I think set the points record.
Yeah, by a wide margin.
I don't think we've ever seen that many.
Well, if we remember right, that game that we saw with Joe and Strafen, there was like a 20-minute reset in the last 2 minutes of that ball game.
Oh, again, sometimes we slip into the food podcast that happens to have Madden in the background. As Luck trying to get out of the pocket, winding, weaving. It might not be Lamar, but he's got some run stick. Billy Hoyle Cant says Sheet's chicken sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A and Popeyes.
I don't know where we're headed with this right now.
Woo, that's a spicy take.
Tiger, I saw Tiger in the chat. Love you too, brother, man.
Common Sense wants that Tony G. 3rd and 3, Luck. Oh, can't get outside the pocket that time as Boogz' defense stands tall and holds West to a field goal.
That's big. Still a minute 23 to go in the first half. He's going to hold to 3 right here, and then he's got a chance to go down and get 3 of his own. That'll put him down 7 going into half, or if he scores a touchdown, he could take a lead after half. So got his job done. Mission 1 accomplished. Now go down and score. Get yourself some points right here. Make this a 1-possession game.
Yeah, this again. We talked about inside a minute and a half of the half. Sometimes that decides the game. Last night we had 38 points in the final 2 minutes of that Drini Matzer Gamer game.
That was some of the most entertaining Madden I have seen in a long time. I mean, I think I said in the first minute, I said over under 14 points the rest of the way. 38 is what we hit. So
you're saying over.
Crazy.
So
way over.
Over.
Here comes the pressure. And that's been the difference here for Joe Rice is he's getting pressure through the middle with his front 3. Fletcher Cox on that first drive got some pressure from the left defensive end position there. When you don't have to blitz to bring pressure against these prolific passing offenses, it makes it very tough.
Oh, God, I will not have any Wendy's slander in the chat. 2nd and 10. I don't know, man. Am I what? Uh-oh, ball's out.
Oh.
Uh-oh. There's your danger with Lamar.
That's catastrophic right there.
That's a killer. You give the ball the 36-yard line. You can't be taking hits. This was one of the changes, though, in the patch. They're trying to increase the fumbling with quarterbacks because it did seem like you can hit them as hard as you want, and you're just not going to see a fumble.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if Boogz was on conservative right there because typically you don't fumble with Lamar unless you are not on conservative. So, because I know when we watch the King play with that fast break offense, that's how he plays. Oh, he's got him over the top.
He's got Hill over the top. Too easy. How this game has changed in the last 30 seconds. We went from Boogz with a stop and a chance to get it to a 1-possession game to all of a sudden Wesley up by 17.
It's how it always goes. Games can go from under control to out of control in the final 2 minutes of the half. User says it every single week. 2 minutes going into half are where games are won and lost. Players don't pay enough attention to how they manage games. Right there, obviously, Boogz. No, that was a good run, that Lamar run. He just took a hit and fumbled.
Can't
but
take those hits.
That's the difference maker.
Mr. Anonymity in the chat saying, anyone ever had Portillo's?
Oh, yeah,
of course.
Absolutely.
You're an Illinois boy.
Yep, every single time I come back home through Peoria, I have to stop there and grab some on the way home.
Guys, keep voting for who will take on the winner here in the King of the Hill. We'll show you an update at halftime.
Oh,
he's looking
wind up
for X.
Yeah, that wind up on Lamar, and his throw power is not in the Cunningham Luck range. He's a little bit less than those two guys. That's a tough throw to make. That's one of the bigger drawbacks on Lamar's. People don't like his wind up.
Luke Strott in the chat, by the way, saying Boogz overrated.
I don't know about that. He's running secondary stuff. I mean, he won $250 today, basically going through Serious Mo. Played really great defense in that game, and pocketed some cash running stuff that he's not going to be showing next week in a tournament for, what, $100,000?
$100K for the winner. $700,000 total prize pool. Nice throw there from Boogz. So now with 2 seconds left, at the 39-yard line, I mean, in my mind, has to have a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a 17-point game.
yeah,
And
I mean,
it
you've
is
got to have
as tough as
a prayer answered right here with 2 seconds left. He's got to go 39 yards. Maybe an inside zone right here.
Was Zan not allowed to be Hollywood Zan? It's not after dark, man. We're in the afternoon. Hollywood Zan sleeps during the day.
I ran out of those. I ran out of those last night with the server issues. There was a lot of people that thought that we were EA last night. So, I've run out of those for today.
All right, halftime here in our fourth King of the Hill matchup. Wesley up 24-7. Let's check in on the poll. It is K-Mac in the lead, 100 votes, but there's still plenty of time, guys. We know there are a lot of you in the chat, over 3,300 watching, so make sure you get your votes in because you want to win those giveaways too. Exclamation point vote puts the link in the chat. You can vote for your favorite player. It is close, though. Everybody from first to third place within 30 votes of each other.
And with nearly, what was it, last time I checked, we were close to, 3,600 right now. There's difference to be made there in the chat. Exclamation point vote. Go in there, get your votes in. You guys can vote for one or all four if you want. Unlimited votes when you enter those. So make sure that you guys get your votes in and let us know who you want to see get next here in the King of the Hill tournament as Boogz getting loose again. A little stop and go.
Oh, and then takes a hit stick from Pat Tillman.
That's
that one doesn't fumble? Are you kidding me?
That's what I was about to say is, hey, you fumble on a wrap and roll animation on your last drive, and then you take a hit stick from the Mutt master, Tillman, to come out of half, and it doesn't come out.
Hello? Feels a little disrespectful to Mr. Tillman. 1st and 10.
This Fletcher Cox is a problem right now. He's just breaking through the middle.
And it's so weird because, I don't know, in my mind, DT's never really been the pass rush. It's always been the ends, the speed around the edge. But that quick move on the inside against the guard and center, he splits double teams so easily.
Yeah, those power specialists really do. And you heard a lot of players out there that say that you can run the big dime 1-4-6 like this, where you don't have to send 7 every rip if you have that power specialist up the middle. I mean, just keep an eye on him right there, the star right in front of the center. You see the double team mechanic. He's slapping it on him right there saying, hey, can you guys please block this guy? And there he comes anyways.
Nope, didn't matter. It absolutely didn't matter. Fletcher Cox having a heck of a game here for Wesley.
It really is unreal. You're just on a timer, and then what you get when you can get the pocket pushed inside is you can just play contains. Play contains on the outside because where are you going? That pocket collapses, nothing to step up into. If you drop back, the guys will break their contain rush and go to the quarterback.
There comes Fletcher Cox again. Oh, what a block on the backside. But where do you go for your Boogz? Now 4th and 19. He needed points on this drive, and he's going to have to go for it here.
Yeah, 4th and 19, down by 17. It is ugly right now, but we've seen some wild things happen. He's got to pick up this 4th down if he wants to get going, though.
4th and 19, and this could already be the ball game. Wesley putting on a heck of a performance. Dude, do the CFM route from Madden 18. Smart route, the out route, throw a 19-yard out route. That was so good in Madden 18.
We'll see if that's the call. I think I saw him man up on the solo receiver on the backside. I saw that corner flinch.
Madden 17 was the post route against cover 3. That deep safety never came down on it. Madden 18 was just hit the out route. He put X on a smoke route, has RB down the field, but Ginger's not going to get that one. Rolling out, being chased. Wesley now with the ball. Up by 17 and a chance to put the GGs in the chat.
Total control. Now, keep in mind, guys, that we will take our vote at the moment that we see the concede, the disconnect, the rage quit, the game hit triple zeros. At that moment, that is when we will take our votes, and it's final. The next person will take the stage.
Get them in now.
So get your votes in now because this could end, in 8 minutes and 54 seconds, or it could end on the next play if it's a touchdown.
Lambda Kai guy saying, Zan, do you think the DT pass rush has been a thing because they got rid of the pinch pass protection?
No, because they put the double team in the game. I think it's more so the abilities than it is the blocking mechanics.
I miss the pinch pass protection, though. I love the double team, but I do miss the ability to sit there and go, I know there's heat coming from the middle, converge to the middle. Because you still have the ability to the outside pass protection, and you can still shift left and right. I love the double team, but I wish the pinch was still in there.
Yeah, I've heard a number of players say that. I've heard players out there say that they use the pinch slide protection on run plays to help their run blocking. Now, I know that the devs are out there on record saying that, slide protection, i.e. the mic, double team, doesn't actually help on the run.
Runs.
But there's a lot of players out there, myself included, that have been like, when I play the game and I do it, I feel like I see a difference. Could be
confirmation bias.
Could be placebo effect, but, we feel something. I know that for sure.
Jersey Boy saying, damn, Boogz let young Kiv's son win?
Cynical. Nah, I'm very comfortable sitting here casting these games instead of playing.
We're having a blast out here. Gotta love getting back-to-back Muthead streams. We had Friday Night Football number 45 last night. We got a little King of the Hill action. Nick Mazesco, Zane along with you all weekend long. Make sure you vote, ! Vote in the chat. TK saying vote for TK. What? Have you forgotten about your other opponent? TK's music hits.
Surprise entrance. Vince McMahon comes out of nowhere.
That
it's
was,
like,
what was that?
restart the match.
That was SmackDown versus Raw 08. That was the only way you got those. Every time a match ended, McMahon would come out and go, did you forget about your other opponent? And somebody else would come out and you have to wrestle them again. You're like, what are you doing? It doesn't happen that often.
So many hours lost in my childhood playing those games. Actually, not lost. Those were such fun times. Yes. Those were like the games that you used to sit around and play. Like, you know, you play with friends. You play Smash on the 64. You play, GoldenEye 007.
Our joke in our dorm room with our 4 friends was, I'll leave after one more ladder match. And every ladder match would take 35 minutes because with 4 people, everyone's knocking over the ladder and you can't pull down the briefcase. So it's always one more ladder match. 3rd and 7 for Wes. He's just going to take off. He's going to walk into the end zone. Andrew Luck, escape artist, too easy. It is all Wes here in this DreamHack rematch.
Wes is one of those guys that has been playing hot in Friday Night Football. It's been Clef over the last few weeks, but Joe Rice had one heck of a run there the month prior. We saw that race chart.
Oh, how about a fake? Oh, Ficken, he hit the button too many times and got the pump fake, and it is picked off by Reed. Is that a little disrespect to our man Boogz? Seems a little disrespectful.
It's borderline.
Wesley with a little flex. Here's your look at the poll right now.
It's getting close, ladies and gentlemen.
Coming down to the wire, down to 3 votes between K-Mac and Drini, and the tap out might be coming soon.
Yeah, I mean it's a 3 vote race right now, and
get your votes in now. It is so close. We haven't seen a vote this close yet.
Drini wants K-Mac in this game.
Drini don't want that West smoke.
I asked Rockets. I think Rockets has a theory that's correct. I'm not going to speak it into existence because if that's what Drini wants, I understand why.
3 votes. Your vote matters. Your vote does count here. ! Vote in the chat.
Boogz got him over the top.
Gonna take a shot. Can Jackson get back there? He can. Jackson with the pick. Wesley with a complete box on Boogz. And throw in the towel. We're done.
Screenshot right now. What is the final vote right now? We need to find out.
Right, because it was down to the wire. It was a 3-vote margin.
And K-Mac.
This is still live.
This is still live.
It looks like K-Mac's going to take this one.
Yeah, K-Mac was up. K-Mac was up by 4 votes. I'll make the call. K-Mac is in next. K-Mac.
Wow.
It's going to be